Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there. This is Moltrap, and it is literally, I'm not exaggerating, it is literally 110 degrees outside where I'm living right now. It's not terribly humid, but it's still very incredibly hot. And I decided this morning, yeah, that's a good idea. I know what I'll do. I'll not leave my air conditioner on today because my apartment won't get that hot throughout the course of the day. No, it'll probably stay low and then I'll be able to cool off. No, my air conditioning has been going for like 20 minutes now, and the thermostat still is at over 100 degrees. So, yes, I'm sitting here not fully clothed. I'm not naked. I'm not Rise. Not crazy like Rise going doing his naked commentating, but anyway, that's more than you guys probably needed to know. But if I have to take a second to stop and drink some cold Gatorade or something like that, I'm not endorsing Gatorade, by the way. Just happen to have Gatorade nearby. Um, anyways, that's kind of a cool drawing. Little drone there, attacking the little. It's a cute drone attacking cute minerals. All right, on to this game. This is Oversky versus Pure, and I'm very excited about this game. This is one. This is basically my favorite option for the commentary of the week vote. It got third place, um, uh, but it didn't come too close to winning. But I'm going to cast it anyways. I'm probably going to actually cast this entire series between Royal Republic of Korea Air Force (ROKAF) and Pure being, of course, one of the three hitmen of WeMade Fox. And it looks like Oversky going for a 9 pool here. I wasn't paying too much attention, so maybe it was 12 pool, but it looks like a 9 pool to me. I'll be able to get a better count of his drones here in a second there. Uh, I wish I knew what that said. I really need to learn some damn Korean one of these days, honestly. But in any case, Pure, he's basically been like I mean, he's one of the top performers in all of Pro League for this season, and he's got a lot of wins under his belt. He's been beating some decent players as well. Oversky, however, I favor in this matchup because Oversky is a freaking beast, and he's the most underrated beast there is. He doesn't seem to have, and there's Nada sitting there, in in his team side there. Nada's so funny. He's very, very well mannered. I like Nada for that reason, just as much as his playing style and all that. And he's just kind of a funny guy. But a couple cannons going up for Pure, the standard response to a 9 pool there. Sometimes Zerks will actually they'll save up their 3 larvae so that they'll get the protest to put down cannons. And then they'll actually make 3 drones and trick him. But no, in fact, it's not gone for that. And he's actually looks like he's gone for the speed upgrade as well. He got the extractor up just enough drones on it to get the gas for the upgrade, and then he's switching over to minerals again. And this is something we've seen a lot lately. Actually, this is what Luxury did every single game against Best, in fact, and it's becoming kind of a more common build. You get that 9 pool, you get the speed links, and then you switch over to economy, and so you don't actually lose a lot of economy in the long run. So it's not too bad of a build in that sense. Um, you're able to put some early pressure on with those speed links, and that's obviously a good thing. But you're not going to be too far behind. And he's getting a cannon in his main. I don't know why he's doing. Oh, okay. He's afraid of a run by. He doesn't have a lot of probes out right now. He didn't block that very well, so he's afraid that Oversky might do a run by because he saw those links and he saw the speedling upgrade. That's why he's doing it. Okay, that totally makes sense. Makes sense now. He his scouting probe got killed or driven off at least. I didn't see which. So he couldn't tell how many lings Oversky was making. So if Oversky was just going power lings, then he would be in danger of some sort of a speedling run by, where all of a sudden, basically, Oversky, if he hadn't gone for that economy, if he'd stayed with speedlings, he'd have about 20 Zerglings right now, and he'd just be able to storm them right through, and maybe 3 or 4 would get killed by those cannons as they got through. And so that's why he's got the cannon in his main. But Oversky did switch over there. He's already got the extractor up for his second base, and so he's going to be taking in gas very, very quickly here. He's probably going to go, it looks like he's going to go for some kind of a 2-hatch build here. Hydralisk Den is going up. That is pretty standard against Protoss, since Protoss almost always get the at least one Corsair out, and you need Hydralisk to block that. But what I think is more likely is he sees that that core is just going up now, and he's got his lair up very quickly. So I think we're probably going to see some sort of a lurker rush, is what I'm thinking. He sees the core with his overlord, so he knows that the Corsairs are still a few minutes off. And normally you see Zergs, if they're going for an economy build, they'll get just enough. Yeah, and they'll get just enough. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they get their Hydralisks out just in time. Okay, I'm just completely on crack. I thought he had a second gas down, but I just am. It's the heat. The heat is getting to me, and she's really intent on that French fry or whatever it was. Um, uh, anyway, yeah, usually they'll get just enough Hydralisks to keep the Corsairs away, and then they'll go for something else. Either they'll mass up or they'll try and get some economy going or something like that. But I still think that he's going to go for a lurker rush here because he is moving those few Hydralisks out by themselves. So he's probably going to go in here and put up some kind of a lurker containment. I don't think he's sending out quite enough, or quite soon enough to do you know, an incredible amount of damage just by running in and trying to kill off the cannons at the front door, which you'll see sometimes with mass lurkers. But he's gotten out enough Hydralisks that he can do a little bit of a containment, and you know, Pure is not going to have observers for a while. He's just getting his Stargate up, and I think that was a Citadel as well. Again, I was kind of concentrating on making sure I didn't say anything stupid because my mind was going crazy there for a second. So I didn't see that, but I think I remember seeing a Citadel. So he's not going for the robotics facility. Excuse me. I got a little hiccups. He's not going for the robotics facility early, so you know, he's not going to have observers out for a little while. Those cannons are the only thing that are going to be able to detect this. And Oversky might be able to put his lurkers in a good spot where they can actually maybe pick off. And now it looks like he's got a lot of Lings too. He's going to go in with the Lings first. The Lings will be able to take the damage. And Pure now sees those lurkers. I don't know if there's anything he can do about it, though. He's putting up more cannons there, but I don't think there's and now the Zerglings running in, the lurkers are burrowing. One lurker gets taken out. It's within range of the cannons, so you can see it. And you think he's targeting the lurkers with the cannons, but those Zerglings are going to be... No, the Zerglings need to target that cannon. The Zerglings finally target the cannon, but all of the lurkers but one get killed off, and now that lurker's going to be within range, though, of that Nexus, and he's going to be able to take out that Nexus very easily because I don't think he'll be able to get observers out before that Nexus goes down. He's setting up cannons behind that Nexus, but I don't think it's quite enough. He's getting the Templar Archives down now, but I don't think the Templar are going to be out soon enough, basically. The Archives are just going down, so it's going to be a minute before he's able to get any Dark Templar out or anything like that. And Pure... Oh, no! Oversky putting it within range of the cannons again. He sends in the Zerglings, but the cannons are already targeting the lurkers, unfortunately, and for some reason the cannons switch over to the Zerglings, and one lurker survives, and that was just sheer... absolute luck by Oversky that the Zerglings got targeted instead of that lurker. The cannon was firing at the lurker, and yeah, Oversky actually GGing. Now that his rush has failed, he knows that he was too far behind. He wasn't going to be able to break that front door with just the one lurker, with more cannons coming in there. And Oversky just giving up as soon as I mean, basically 2 base Protoss with probably, you know, 20 or 30 probes against 2 base Zerg with maybe 12, 14 drones. It's just, you can't really come back from that very easily, especially since he saw that Pure was macroing up there. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game, and thank you very much for listening. I'm going to go on and go ahead and do set 2 next.